welcome back to Empyrion. Hal here, and today we're working on the CV. And it's not just any CV, it is the, oh dear lord, this thing is huge. Oh, so if you remember last time, I got a bit of some of the framework done, and what I've been doing is I've been trying to fill in some of the spots, get an idea of what I want to do for floor plan. And I think we've got a working idea, at least for now. I still haven't gotten the interior lines done, but let me walk you through what we're thinking here. So we've got this nice reinforced beam area across the top. I'm gonna put some more of the interior turrets in. So the idea that I have right now is we have two turrets here, and then we're going to have two turrets aft, and then there will be windows along this line and down the middle. So basically you'll have an observation area that I'm probably going to put walkways with railings over. And then that way you'll be able to look down into the hangars on either side, both port and starboard. And I haven't decided how I'm going to handle the forward area yet, because I'm kind of wanting to put some kind of observation area in for this, but just haven't really figured that out yet. So I'll keep playing around with some ideas on that. Now on the forward section, as you can see, we've got some holes in here, and I'm going to actually come back and sculpt this a little bit, but basically we're going to have retractable turrets here, and I'm thinking we're going to put two heavy turrets pretty much center line, and then we'll have some utility turrets off to either side. So we'll have, say, like two mining turrets or something there. And then we will have more turrets dotted about the ship. I think we can have 15 of those now. Helps if I'm not looking at the ship when I do that. So let's take a look really quick. Yeah. So projectile turrets. So we can have 16 of those. 8 tool turrets and 12 missile turrets. So we're going to have some combination of turret-based weapons on board. I'm just not sure exactly what the numbers are going to look like, but we'll get there eventually. All right. So let me walk you through what I'm seeing for the ship right now. So this is going to be basically the starboard entrance. Now this will actually be sculpted down. I'm thinking we're going to end up with, let's see here, can I go ahead and do this? At least give you an idea of kind of where we're going with it. So we'll end up with something like that, and then here we'll have it fall back just a bit, and we'll have this line come out probably to here-ish. I'll do the same on the other side. And then for these guys, I'm thinking we're gonna do something like this out to this point, and the same on this side here. And so what that'll do is that actually gives us enough room to have a retractable turret on either side. So we'll actually be able to have some support weaponry on both flanks, or we may actually put the utility turrets here, and then that'll allow us to have heavy weapons, ballistic weapons like anti-missiles, anti-fighter stuff, and then maybe like 2 anti-fighter turrets here, and we'll do utilities on the bottom. Like I said, I'm not really sure how we're going to work all of these yet, but I did want to give you an idea of kind of what it was shaping up to look like. Let's go. And yes, I don't have the symmetry system turned on right now, because I don't want to have to come back and pull all of this out on both sides if I don't like it. It's simply me being lazy. Alright, so, and then we'll have probably something that comes out what I'm thinking is this will have maybe something like this. And that's just to keep the stuff from like incoming fire out of here. But like I said, I'm not really sure if I'm going to keep that or not. I may bring this back just one line. So we'll figure that out. But I do want, like I said, I do want to give you an idea of kind of what we're looking at. And so you'll end up with something that's kind of like that. And we'll have another one of these back there. But what we'll do for that one is, I don't know if we're going to have hangars here. I'm thinking that's just going to be where the break is in it. And then we'll have the outer walls, as it were, in this area. And then if we do that, let's say I kind of want to have these guys. Yeah, so I'm thinking we're going to take those out. We'll just leave it so that it truncates in one. And we did from there, it's up one and then back. So it would come down. So we could probably get away with, actually, if we wanted to keep it consistent, we would end up with something like this. Actually, here we go that way. So it would end up here. And then that would carry through, which actually gives us a pretty good amount of space to put in some of the larger thrusters that we're going to need. I'm probably going to split this off somehow, like we'll have it come out and then there'll be some different, just playing with some of the shapes, kind of like what they did on the research vessel. But I don't think we're going to end up with something that comes out in multiple tiers like that. I think what we're going to end up with is something that's a little bit more rounded, and then we'll play with some of the framework in there. But we'll see. First thing we have to do is get the ship up to the point where we can break that one down, but for that to happen, this thing has to be mobile, and that's not going to happen for a while. So, but I will have to reposition our ship. Alright, so that gives you an idea of what we're looking at for the exterior. We'll definitely go through and greeble the hell out of the ship when we're done. So the idea is that you'll come in, there will be multiple turrets in here to defend the hallways. I'll probably put a couple of sunken, like retractable interior turrets in here. That'll give us just a little, like just that much more protection. So you come in, you'll land. I want to put an O2 station on either side here, and then as you can see, we've got a modular cargo system. So what I'm going to be doing is we're going to have a, not the furnace, but the disassembler here. All right, and then we're going to have our primary cargo. There's going to be one here and one here, and it's going to be 30 blocks each to start, with the potential of them going up to 90-ish blocks. But that should give us, you know, each one of these controllers on a CV can handle, I want to say it's like 90 blocks for each one. Because I'm about 30 right now on this one, and I think I'm roughly 1/3 of the way through it. So it's going to be pretty significant amount of cargo. What I'll probably do is put a break in here and then have another cargo area. So basically we'll have, say, forward port, aft port, forward starboard, aft starboard, or midship maybe, and then we'll just, you know, we're gonna maximize what the ship can do. We want it to become the end-all be-all of our base functions. And the reason for it is because I really don't want to set up a a permanent station anywhere when we're talking about a galaxy that is, you know, just absolutely insanely huge. I mean, look at this. You can't even zoom all the way out, and most of these stars are actual places that we can go. So it kind of defeats the purpose of setting up a permanent station somewhere if we don't really need to. But yeah, it's just, that is an amazing amount of space for us to travel in. And like I said, I really don't want to have a permanent station unless I have to set one up. And I may have to set stations up as we go. I mean, it's always a potential. And I'm not against doing it. I just don't want to have something that we're going to basically build and abandon pretty quickly. Or potentially pretty quickly. And having it be something that's mobile, we don't have to worry about leaving it behind, and we can make it defend itself, so. But yeah, eventually this thing's going to be a manufacturing and trade ship that can, you know, win in a fight. We'll probably end up with something that we can go do like deep space pirate raids and things, just basically take out pirate ships and pirate asteroids. But we'll see how that goes. Alright. So, that said, that puts us in line with the door, so I may... Ah, man. So what I was thinking is having, you know, those walkways come up, and then basically having a door like here, which I still like the idea of, but I may need to move our... I mean, it's not a bad idea. I guess because what we could do is we're just basically using these as markers until we get the actual materials in here. So if we do something like that, and then we can have the elevators that go up, that would mean just moving all of this over one, which I really like having that there. So I mean, I guess I could put this back where we had it, because originally I had an entrance, like a doorway here. So I guess I could put the doorway back there, which would put it here. Oh, the reason I didn't do that was because the O2 modules, I wouldn't be able to place those there. I'd have to move them, which I mean ultimately isn't a bad thing, but I think I would rather have them here. I mean, I could centerline the elevator. Do dual elevators up, so you have one going up, one for up, one for down. Not that it actually means anything in this game, but so you'd end up with that, and then we'd have to reposition the stairs here, which, you know, we could just flip them and have them go the other way. I kind of liked having the stairs in that position, but I mean having them... Alright, let's put the drone away because I need to go repair my my multi-tool. Hey, look, more things are produced. Okay. So the graphics are still a little wonky with some of the stuff. 1.8, as you can see, has dropped, actually dropped late last week. And the folks for Reforged Eden are still technically on 1.7, but what they've done is they've updated a bunch of things to fix all the graphics problems that people were experiencing. So everything should be working. There's a couple of things that they've identified that they know still need to be addressed. Like we don't have all of the new environmental graphics yet, but once they get that up and running, we should be good. Right, so to go here, let me repair sheet. Alright, so that's the last repair that we can do on that, which is fine. Right, and if we go... let's go here, I think might be good. Basically playing with my positioning inside the ship so that I can keep the drone out in the areas that I need it at. So... yeah. Okay, so if we do that with 2 elevators going up, are you going to... yeah, that would actually work. Okay, so if we do that... and then we say... so elevators would go up. You come up out of here. And then what we might do is leave these here. So something like that. Elevators come up here. And that puts you out on the bridge. You've got some areas to walk around. We'll have these blocked off. And I don't know what I'll put here. We'll probably put, maybe we'll put defense turrets here. That might be that might be a thing. So if we did, we could do the retractable turrets there. And for right now, we're just going to go ahead and place a block to cap that off, so I remember that that needs to be capped. So we'll have the retractables. I'm thinking the wall-mounted ones, not the drop-down ones like we have downstairs. So that way they can pop out and defend the place. Alright. Maybe have this. Thinking, basically just planning around my greebling. That'll probably come out. But what I'm thinking is that allow me to have a spotlight or something in here that's shining up onto the wall. Or even put a corner light in down there. And I'll probably do railing, railing, railing. Maybe just put a railing here in the front of it. And that way we have the light, turret can pop down. Yeah, that should work. Like just do the half wall railing, or the half railing, or whatever it is. Alright. We'll have basically railings blocking that and that all the way up. And there will be a double walkway that goes here. Let's go ahead and we're going to put some placeholder stuff in. Basically gray boxing it. And like I said, this is all going to be open here. And then we'll have, let's see. So and then we'll have basically railing like that. And then we'll have some, I'll probably have the open railing in here. There's a railing that has windows in it. So I may do that on the ends and then the wire style over here. So it's going to be something a little, okay, go ahead and do, No, I think this will be good to get the point across. I don't think you need to mock out the rest of it. I mean, I'll probably come back and do that off camera anyway. But like I said, this is all temporary stuff. Come on. I appreciate Empyrion for some of the things that it does. This is not one of them. And then, like I said, these will be double rails here. Or I may actually incorporate that as part of the floor. So what we could do is, yeah. So what I'm thinking here is maybe we do something like this and basically carry the line a little bit. Or continue the line, might be a better way of saying it. So something like that. And we do the same on the other side. See if we can get these. So this would be much easier in creative mode. But it might be too easy if we were in creative mode. So if we go like so, and then that comes through here. And what we can do is on this one, we can actually do the heavy flat windows. Since it's not dropping down, we don't need to worry about having any type of railing system in there. And like I said, I want this basically to be open underneath. And what that allows us to do is, once we have the walkways in, I can. Why are you? Okay. I can put some lights down in here to keep this illuminated. I'll probably end up putting them like on the end here. But yeah. Anyway. Alright, so while we are here, let's... And you are... player, thank you. There we go. So we can drop that off. We can drop this in. Let's go ahead and grab... I don't know if I'm going to use all of them or not right now, but we'll go ahead and grab them for now. Start getting some of the actual components placed. Alright, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 5 by 7, I believe, is what I need for that. It should be that one. Door is so damn big. Alright. Yes, that works. And then we're going to come over here and use the same one. There we go. Let me go ahead and open these up. Simply because we can. Alright, so that should give you a better idea of what we're looking at here. Now we said we're going to take that up, which means you are going to need to be able to get up there. Where is my... There we are. Alright, so if that's that way, that goes that way. We're talking about having that be the hallway area, or maybe that being the hallway area. Which then opens us up. Take these out really quick. Now I may actually end up putting these back, but I don't think I will. That'll come out. That'll come out. I actually kind of like the way that's framing out better. Alright. mean, we could even just do this the really, really basic way to minimize the floor space. We just say that to there. But I'm kind of liking the idea of having this do a switchback in here. Mainly from a like kind of like an RP situation, I think. So if we did that to there, and then we said like that, so you'd come up, you'd go either one way or the other, and you basically have it on both sides. Yeah. And then that means we get rid of that and that. And so the doorway would be here-ish, maybe? I mean, we might bring it back that way, just so that we have, because not like we don't have the room for this. It's one of the nice things about doing these types of ridiculously oversized builds, is that you really have nothing but space. And that's where that's going to be. Okay. So I need to get in here really quick because I need you're an ammunition controller. I need a regular cargo controller. What are you? And I should have. Come on. Are you not gonna come in? Really? It's always, yeah, it's always annoying. Alright, so let's go ahead and switch over here. We're gonna grab you, put you there. And then we are going to say 10. I'm going to finish off. Alright, let's head back this way. Got just a little too far away for the drone, but that's okay. Let's see here. Yes, yes, I know. So you're going there. That's what, 9, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you're going to go on there. To there. Okay. Now we're going to do the same thing here. And then there should be that one. Alright. That gets us a lot of cargo. Like a ridiculous amount of cargo, honestly. So 248k in each of that. So roughly 500k of cargo right now. And then once we're done with the next grouping, that's going to push us up to 1 million, roughly 1 million. And then we're going to double all of that by building an upper grouping, just like we did for these, basically extending this. So we'll end up with 4 cargo groups, each one at basically 500,000 or so. 248. Let me check something really quick. Yeah, so right now it's at 248. It can handle up to 600. We're going to be doing 4, so about 500 on each. So yeah, so that'll give us like 2 million, and most of that's going to be just resources. I'm expecting to have, you know, a thing of resources, a thing of components, and then like final assemble stuff and anything that we loot. Probably ammo and things. And then we still have to put the ammo in, which is probably going to be tucked in like along here. So if we do one more block up, actually we'll have to do 2 blocks up and over, which means no, we're not going to be able to put anything in here because it can't touch other controllers, but that's okay. And then I'm thinking we're going to have, so you're going to come out this way. And so what I think we're going to end up with is, I want this to be able to be pressurized. So we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if we do 1, 2, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, yeah, that's right. And then you are actually going to be there. And then you're going to be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so you're going to come up. 2 and 3. Actually, no, it's going to come up to there. Right? Okay, so hold a second. Let me check something. Basically, I'm setting up our farming area, or where some of our farming area is going to be. And what I'm thinking here is, let's go in here. So we're going to have these guys. They're 3 by 3 by 1. So yeah, it only needs to be 3 tall. Okay, so they'll basically sit on this level. And you need the crop light above it. So the roof can be here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if I do 1 there. Yeah, so if we do doorway 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, doorway there. So we'll end up with that. And what I want to do is have windows here looking out. And this is going to have, where is it in there? So it's going to have basically a little bit of a walkway here. And then you'll have, where did my plate go? See, I switched it. So we're here now, right? Okay. And so we'll have a little walkway here with some railings on it. I don't know if I'll leave those there or if I'm going to make that all walkway. I'll probably make that just all regular walkway. But I don't know what I'm going to do with the space down here. I may put in like crew quarters or something in here. That might even be, since all this is going to be here. Alright, so if we do, you can have a walkway like that. And you're going to have another walkway here. I kind of like the idea of that dropping down a level. So that could actually be a thing if we went there instead. Let's see how this looks. Alright, so if we did that, that means you come out too. And then that would be to there. And so that would be the bottom. We're looking at, oh yeah, that might actually end up being perfect. And then basically we would just drop all of this down one level. So instead of having the, well, I mean, we could even leave the walkway up there. No, I like the idea of that being down one level. As long as it's not interfering with the workflow of and the pathing of the rest, I'm pretty easy with which way I'm going to go take this thing. Alright, so then that comes down, which means I have to take all these out. Alright, so I think that gives an idea of what we're looking at. Now, for the other side, I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. I think what we're going to do is we'll have the farm over here, because that's going to give us 4, 6, I think 6 farm plots over on the side, which takes care of most of what we need growing. So what I'm thinking is on the other side, we'll put in medical facilities. And then in the back area, we'll have habitation, like actual habitation for crew quarters and such. And then for the officers' quarters, those will probably be up higher because they're going to be larger. Maybe like VIP suites or something in here, and then we'll have, you know, just the normal stuff. We'll put in a kitchen, we'll put in like the bathrooms and shower rooms and that kind of thing. But I think most of our primary stuff is going to be on this level, and then have I may need to, you know what, let's go ahead, say the hell with the drone. Let's take ourselves out here. Actually, I can go out this way now. Okay. And we go up and through. Okay. Let's get this going here. So what I'm thinking is that we'll have the hallway go this way. You are there. And that's basically going to run the length of the ship. So we'll have, this is going to be, how far did we do that? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Want one extra space so that you can get around behind it. And then we'll have our wall that comes out here. You're going to be a bit of a walkway. I swear, the game is so twitchy sometimes. Alright, so that's there. That's going to get 1, 2, 3. So then we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we'll have 3 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 2 more, 4 more. So 7 grow plots is what we're going to end up with. And then basically this will be here. And I'm thinking we'll probably do something like that, maybe, or no, I think I like it better with going this way, because then we can put windows in as a form of observation, and then we have 2, 3. So you'll come in, there will be planters there, so it'll be there. And then you are going to be, let's just go ahead and put in placeholder stuff for right now. Get an idea of what we're looking at height-wise. Alright. So we're going to end up with something like this. And then that will carry back. So that comes through that way. Do I want it to dog leg in, or do I want it to go straight back? Having a dog leg has some potential benefits, but I think for now let's actually plan on this being not here. And are you? So we'll have a doorway here. We'll have windows that way. Maybe, because that's going to be those. And what I may be able to do is I'll check to see if we can get them airtight or not. But basically, for things like plant fiber, that kind of stuff will be back here, and then the pretty plants will be up front. Things like the fruits and vegetables and stuff will be over here. Yeah. Okay, I think that might actually get it for us today. And then what I'm thinking is for here, maybe do... I mean, I guess we could do that way. So you'd end up with something like this. Because we're going to have a walkway at this level here. Do I have anything that turns a corner and comes up, but I want it to be thin? I don't know. Let's see. Oh, nope, definitely not that one. I like where it's going, but it's not the shape I'm looking for. What I'm kind of looking for is something like this, which actually might work, come to think of it. Because we could say so basically we have the walkways here, which would allow me to put lighting or LEDs and stuff down here, or LCD panels. That could actually be a thing, which means we want... So these, just again, just placeholders here. So we end up with something that comes up a little something like that. For this one, we have it go... no, I'll have to actually use the most full wedge. So maybe that one or that one? Go with this one. That's going to be the safe bet. Alright, and then go back to you. And then we say something like this. Of course, I won't be able to put railing in if I do that. I need to check to see what our railing... I'm fairly certain there's a corner rail that we'll be able to use here. And I mean, if I really wanted to get silly with this, I could instead do this. And we can stack a railing on the outer edge on that one. And so basically you'll end up with something like that. But I'm going to need to play with the rail systems and see what's available. And if I do have to, if I do have to do that, I'll probably do something like this, just to clean up the lines a little bit. And so we'll probably end up with something like that. So be able to come out, see what's growing, because that's going to be at that level. So we'll do 2 windows in, and then you guys will actually be the roof height here. You're going to be that way, so it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So it'd be nice if I could get all of that working the way I want it, but well, maybe we can, because it's 3 on either side. So I was kind of thinking be able to walk down the middle of them, so you'd end up with that. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So yeah, that's going to be 4, 7. Yeah, that should work. 1, 2, 3. So if you're going to be there, it means that's going to be... Actually, no, I had that right first time. There we go. But anyway, I think that's going to do it for us for today. I want to thank you all for stopping in. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Got some, at least talk about some of the design stuff done. What I think I'm going to do is while I'm off camera, I'm going to go ahead and get more of this, like this section done. I've got to do a lot of mining. I've got to go do a lot of resourcing, so I'll probably do all of that off camera. But I'm going to go ahead and get this finished out, get some ideas on this, and then probably start working on the medical area. And the medical area is probably going to end up about the same size, which means that's going to come out here-ish. That'll just run straight over here anyway, which is fine. And we'll go ahead and do that. for now. But like I said, this is basically going to be the medical area. Probably have a couple of small rooms in here. And then what I'm wanting to do is have engineering be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm thinking engineering is going to be back here. Let's go like this. Gives us an idea of where it's going to be, like the entrances will be. That'll go here. Actually, that's come on, Al. You know better. Oh, son of a... I swear. This is why I don't like building in this game in survival mode. It is annoying. 'Cause everything is so twitchy all the time. But anyway. So this should give you an idea of what we're thinking here. What I'm probably going to do with it is have stuff, like have this go up and down. That's 10. It's gonna be there, which means engineering. Are we going to do this? The second group of cargo is kind of what I need to decide, because that'll mean we'll have a partition wall there. We'll have 4 more cargo, which is what we were talking about doing. So I could see it going that way. Part of the reason for that is that I want to make sure that our cargo is protected, and isn't necessarily going to be immediately destroyed if we lose, you know, one thing. I don't want the whole thing blowing up on us. So I'm kind of thinking to maybe have engineering. I moved too far away. I lost my connection. There we go. So I'm thinking maybe have this come up a floor or two, maybe a floor, and then have part of it run this way and part of it run afterwards. Just trying to decide how I want to do that. So, all right. So I think we're going to go ahead and call this one here. I want to thank you all for stopping in. Like I said, hopefully you enjoyed it. We got a lot of just random conversation stuff done today. So hopefully it gives you a better idea of what we're looking at. And when we come back next time, some of this is probably going to be filled in. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. Hope you'll have a fantastic day. Enjoy your week. And we will see you back here next time for more Empyrion. As always, folks, take care and be safe out there, everybody. So much more stuff to get done. I'm glad I went and harvested all that O2 earlier.